um, was really kind of the initial kind of idea germinated in a conversation I had with him and kind of rolling it back around. So, Paul, how you doing, bud? Good evening to you. To kind of go around with that as to what we were doing, what the idea was, and then okay, can I make it work with trying to get some different people in? Obviously, it worked out with D'Lo. I announced that weeks before. Tommaso came. That was a last minute. I wanted to have him as part of my plan from the outset, so I kept working on it. Um, as we got closer to uh, as we got closer uh to WrestleMania week last week. So all in all, at the end of the day, um, I think it was fantastic. They came together very well. Um, 14 hours. Excuse me. Guys, I'm going to be coughing a lot through tonight, so I apologize ahead of time. I've got a full on upper respiratory, and I ended up going to the doc today to get it taken care of, to get something to help kind of prop me up to fight it. 14 hours. No, the thing is this, Paul, I didn't party at all. I spent what little downtime I had booked for myself. I pretty much stayed in the hotel room. To be honest, I didn't drink. I didn't have one alcoholic beverage. I didn't gamble at all. It was almost like, why am I even in Las Vegas? Knowing all of that. Um, no, my downtime was trying to put things together. No, if you want to call partaking, going to In-N-Out Burger and getting In-N-Out Burger, that was about the extent of my venturing. I made one trip to oh no. Yeah, that totally forgot about that yesterday actually. Everything is so blurred together. What's up, Michael? How you doing, bud? Thank you. Uh I don't know if we'll do that next year solely because WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi next year. Um if they'll be in Saudi for next year, but who knows? Me and Trojan um we're already kicking around something for 2028 when WrestleMania is back domestically in the United States. We're already kicking around some ideas. We were kicking some as I was at the airport yesterday in Las Vegas. So we will do that again. Just a matter of when and where. I think that actually having people with you to rip rather than do it in a virtual standpoint. No, they haven't. WrestleCon hasn't even officially announced they're going to do a 3-day WrestleCon in Minnesota and Minneapolis over SummerSlam weekend in August. I'm not doing that solely because that is the week of the National as well. So I will be in Chicago for the National. Oh man, you should see I posted the picture in Discord, Michael. It was a 4 bag. It was 4 bags. I've never packed so much for a trip ever than what it took to take the mobile rig on the road. I will be in Charlotte in July. So maybe we have someone in July because I am taking the mobile rig with me for my trip, and that'll be the weekend before the National. So you never know what I may come across that week when I'm in Charlotte. I'm not gonna do SummerSlam because it's Minneapolis. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to do it in Minneapolis. So, and I don't know if it's worth it to do it next year, WrestleMania weekend, solely because WrestleMania is not domestic. Next year, I don't know how many people would turn up for a WrestleCon that is not attached to WrestleMania weekend. So that I'd be interested in hearing what next year looks like before I make a decision. But the concept as a whole will be a do again. It's just a matter of when, just a matter of where. You know, where we're going. The only kind of, and I posted this in Discord, the only kind of partake and party that I did for the weekend, and this is the print that's going in the studio. I did take time to meet Kane and the Undertaker Saturday, in between the streams on Saturday. Those are two guys that are on my short list of guys that I have never met and have always wanted to meet. So I did take the time out to meet them, to meet those guys. So AEW New Japan. So they do Forbidden Door, Loney. They do the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. That's going to be in San Jose at the Sharks Arena in June. Man, the only issue I have with the indie, if you try to incorporate the independents into that, speaking of Trojan, what's going on, bud? Yeah, but that's you're getting all those bookers in one room. That's like the NWA. Like, you can't even get people to agree on a lunch order of a ham sandwich, let alone getting all those people and all those egos in one room. Come on now. But I was giving you your flowers, Trojan, for everything from the weekend. You were a big part of the success that was getting those streams out the door. Except for that $400 electric bill. That was wild. All right. Yeah, that was horrible. But c'est la vie. We know better for next time. You guys will laugh at this. This made the trip in the bag. Hello. I survived the trip home in the check bags house. A Danhausen mask made it back in the check bag. So, very nice, very evil. Punch Miz straight in the balls. Zabrhausen. He actually has that face paint, that design of the face paint copyrighted, so I couldn't do anything with it. I have to come up with something different if I wanted to lean into that per se. But yeah, it was a great weekend. Chrome football. I eventually want a video clip. I got to download those streams. Kevin Tommaso pull the Kaiju, and D'Lo pull the Burrow Ultraviolet was fantastic. Chrome football as advertised, man. I thought it was very, very good. Very, very good. It was nice to have those along with WWE. We went through a decent amount of WWE while we were there as well. So I have more coming, and also I have Logo Fractor coming. Logo Fractor WWE. So we're gonna, the loaded Guest Ripper boxes. They were not in any sort of order. I will say that much. I had them and basically knew I had to have X amount to cover each break for each day. Like that's why the numbering was pretty wicked. Like they weren't exactly in order because I knew I had to ration out my Chrome football over the 3 days that we were going to be in Las Vegas. So that's why it was like 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, you know. But honestly, it wasn't it was nice. Like I mean, we went max 5 hours. Um over the grand scheme of it. And I thought it did great. The fact that we had like 40 in the stream here on District, um, the fact we had 40 on a Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern time on a Sunday afternoon ripping with D'Lo was awesome. I haven't like, yeah, spreading the word too. We had new people hopping in. I got to reach out and say and give a thank you to the new people. Excuse me. Oh, really? Well, that would make sense considering what I heard on Saturday night. Hey, Kevin. So, what I heard, so I went up there Saturday night to get a couple more, and they said that they were going to open it up to like 3 max on Sunday. And they were gone by the time I got up there Sunday after teardown and after our stream and after I was done tearing down. I went up to World and they were out of them. So, but it doesn't matter. Paul, we got 2 cases coming of logo. So we got 2 cases of logo fractor coming. So we will have more of it. And we will see what we will do something with it. I got more Chrome, across the board coming. In all fashions. So, which will be good because we're going to need some Chrome to go with royalty. Yeah, no, I understand that. I get that completely. Considering I don't understand the rhyme or logic of them the way they did it, to be honest. Because once they made it clear that the line for that part of the area was not an actual checkout lane, like there was never a line there. So I don't understand the logic they had with it of literally bogarting to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. You know, it just never made sense to me. In the grand scheme of things. So I don't know. All I know is I wanted more for us, for our purposes, and we're getting it. So it's just now a matter of what do we want to do with it. And that may be something we throw in with royalty when we get royalty a week from Friday. We'll see. We will see. So here is the plan for tonight. 3 breaks up for tonight. On stage, 166 is 25 Bowman Draft, 23 Bowman Hobby, PYT 2. We're down to 13 on that. There's a stack breaker in the shop. A lot of people need shipping. There was a good amount of stack requests. What's going on, Steve? How you doing, Rizzo? There was a good amount of shipping requests, but for what we've ripped, I think almost everybody could use a stack breaker spot to get their shipping covered for this week. Because I'm going to start getting, I'll start, we're back on the regular schedule starting this weekend. So we got the stack breaker. And then 167 in the shop is Chrome Hobby and Logo Fractor. So it's one of the 2 boxes that I brought back with me from Las Vegas, from WWE World. A hobby and a box of Logo Fractor for $26. So kind of keep it cheap across the board. What's up, Kurt? Good evening. How are you? So, and then after that, tomorrow, Ben will be back tomorrow night. Ben will be back tomorrow night as he starts the Bowman 25-26 Bowman basketball run. He's got stuff up that needs to be filling. There is a lot on the line for me if he does not rip those tomorrow. So I may hold off on posting anything of mine so we can get through those. I don't have the ability to I'd put them in my shop if I could. But I still do not have that option to do so. So if you're wanting basketball, grab into his stuff. I posted the very first round of mine, but I'm not going to be doing anything more with it until we get through Ben's, because mine's going to be cheap enough as it is. I would also like like his to fill. So please grab spots in his. I think he's got full breakers case, full delight case. Let's see what else he has. I screenshotted earlier. So Ben has 2 half case hobbies and then a full case delight. Pick your teams available. So Friday for me, I'll have a new baseball product. I'll probably post it later tonight. Leaf Metal Baseball 2026. I just got that today, actually. So we'll have Leaf Metal Baseball coming for Friday. Probably have some mixers with that as well, along with basketball. And yeah. So it was a good weekend. About 5 pounds heavier on it because of all the In-N-Out burger I ate. That and my breathing stinks from the upper respiratory virus. But I do want to show something off, and I think I may invest into this for the future, either for giveaways or for new people coming in. I'd like to get your guys' opinion on this. So Mrs. Zebra, while I was in Las Vegas, started figuring out her 3D printer that I got her for Christmas a couple of years ago, and has been working on learning it. It's better. It's just because I'm not coughing right now, and I'm packing down a lot of fluids. But Mrs. Zebra made this today, and I like it. And I don't know how I want to incorporate these, but I may buy a couple of rolls of filament to make this. She made a PSA stand, like to hold a graded slab. Zebra brakes on the front of it here, and it fits. I took my rock one, and it fits perfectly. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing something with this, and maybe add these as little giveaways and stuff into packages and stuff like that. So yeah, we got to figure out. I got to figure out how she did that and how she can edit that and all that good stuff. But I think something custom like that would be nice. So I'd have to look into it. So it finished printing about an hour ago. So we had to let it cool before she took it off the plate. So I think she said a giant roll of filaments, like $15 or something. And I think a roll of filament may make like 6 of them. Took a couple hours to make, but still wasn't that bad. I sat there and watched it for a few minutes just because I'd never seen that. So I had said something about that, Wayne, with One Touch stands. She's starting to learn how to do drafting for 3D printing. And so that will probably be the next incarnation, because I would like that as well, because I have stuff in One Touches. So I would like that as well. Yeah, I'm already ahead of you on that one. Already ahead of you on that. So, yeah. So we are through WrestleMania and the night after. And the train keeps on going. And the train keeps on moving. As we continue to roll on. Looking ahead, we have Chrome Black next week, Cosmic next week, and Royalty next week. So a nice little week coming up next week. New baseball, new basketball, new WWE all next week. Those will most likely all be next Friday night on Friday Night Zebra Breaks. And then I have no idea what's going on with Bowman. I got to figure that out as we are heading into that. Ugh. You all right? Everything okay, Wayne? You need to watch night 2. Night 2, way better than night 1. Way better than night 1. Like, way better. Like, head and shoulders. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, way better than night 1. Night 2 was. What's up, Alex? Yeah, way better than night 1. Night 2 felt like WrestleMania. Like what WrestleMania should be. Night 1 just didn't hit for me. I missed the opening part of it. But I caught up on it. And then I pretty much watched night 2 outright. It was nice to meet P-Funk, Paul. I handed off the Brock Bowers Superfractor auto from Chrome Football to him as he was the recipient of that. So he drove to Vegas and met me. And yeah. So the rest of this week is going to be sitting down and going to dig into sorting so I can sort everything out to get out this weekend is really kind of the plan. So, all right, here's what I'm going to do. Let's kick off the night here in nice fashion here. For 26166, I'm going to open up offers. Let's do Let's do 10% off on these last 11. What's up, Mr. Bag? How you doing, bud? Let's do 10% off on these last 11 spots in 166. And then you got 18 in the stack breaker. Once again, if you even think you have a stack, I can see if you have shipping, but most likely you will need the stack breaker unless you want to pay for the shipping outright, either or. Same. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Doing all right. I'm doing all right. It's good to be back. Good to be home. It is good to be home. So it was nice being in Vegas, but it's been a long couple of weeks between doing between Phoenix and then the short turnaround and then doing it here. It will be nice to, excuse me. Nice to be back home and doing it all over again. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit of time off now. I think for me, uh, July. Honestly, I think it's home for a few months, and then July, Charlotte and Chicago in July, basically within a week. So that'll be fun. But at least now I know what I can do. Which reminds me, I need to write a note. I need to order a table. No, I'm not putting anybody through said table. I can take that to Chicago. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely excuse me, that's definitely a fashion choice. That's definitely a fashion choice. Playing slot machines while wearing a replica title belt. I don't know that I necessarily agree with said fashion choice. I mean, because if someone comes up and challenges you, then you have to defend that belt right there at the slot machine. And most likely you're going to lose, which means you're going to go back to your room without a title belt. So then it leads to sending why even have the belt down there? You don't know that. You don't know that at all. You could challenge them and say, challenge you right now. I'd have to get a whole nother bag because, oh, yeah. I'll tell you this. Their belt section, man, people cleaned out the belt section at WWE World. They only had a couple of maybe 4 to 5 left by Sunday. And they literally brought every belt, like every actual championship that they have or had. I know, right? But honestly, a lot of these people, Trojan, didn't go to WrestleCon. So, in all fairness, but man, they were paying, I guarantee you on the low end, $800 to $850 for those belts. 850 and up for those things. Like it was ridiculous. What's up, Stevie? How you doing? I mean, it was ridiculous. All right. Finally, got these. There's San Francisco. There's Texas. Hey, John. What's up, Rapoli? How you doing? So yeah, it was on the low end, like 700 to 850 and up for those things. So it was and they were everywhere. But granted, I mean, the only other places I was going, the only places I was going was either, excuse me, to the convention or was going up to my room and you saw people coming and going. But there were some that made it a fashion choice to wear those things out for the week. And I'm not certain that's, I don't know about that. If we're being honest with each other here. Bing, 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 bing. Bum, ba-da-dum. All right. Pull this up, see if we have any more here. Mike's in. Show more offers here. So 10% off on these last 9 for Draft and Bowman. What do you guys think about? I know, Wayne, you haven't seen WrestleMania Night 2 yet, but for those who did, I mean, Oba and Brock was on main ESPN. So if you were watching ESPN at all Sunday, you most likely ended up watching the first hour of Night 2 of WrestleMania because they did the full hour. So it looks like ESPN got Brock and Oba, and then the ladder match for the Intercontinental title on Sunday. I thought it was very, thought it was as good as it could be. So for those who are, as we continue to do our random group stuff, Roman and Liv are this year's buyback. Oh yeah. Yeah, because you didn't get home until late. Gia, you didn't get home till late, so yeah. Yeah, Night 2 way better than Night 1. What's up, Joe? Yeah, way better than Night 1. Absolutely better than Night 1. I think it was far and wide. Far and wide, way better. I saw a video on social media today of Art the Clown. Oh. You mean the Logofractor ones, Wayne? Yeah, they should be. Yeah, as long as they're of the. Yeah, yes, they are. As long as they are base image, yes. As long as it's just the base image, they should be, yes. That almost makes it worth it to rip blasters. All it takes is one of those, of one of them, and it pretty much pays for the blaster outright. Bingo. I have not ripped a single blaster. If I'm gonna do it for me, I'll rip Logofractor. Otherwise I'll chase singles. I had a horrible run of breaks for me, the ones I got into. But I picked that. I got that in today. The main event auto to 50 of the Ring General. I figured with the way things are going, I'm going to chase, I think I'm going to chase the main event autos, and then I'm going to chase the 86 autos. Yeah, I got an 86 auto that Trojan found for me, numbered to 25 today. So that'll be in probably next week. So that'll kind of get me jump started on the 86. So I'll probably work on the 86s, and I'll work on the main event auto inserts. His image variation Superfractor auto went for over $3,000 on eBay. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous to see. Ridiculous to see. We're being truthfully honest. His market is picked up in the first part of this year. So there are more people collecting him now than ever. I'm glad I got in early, especially on the rookie stuff. getting the rookie stuff because that stuff's only going to go up long term. Yeah. Well, here's the way I put it is why get a blaster when you can get a break spot? And most likely I'm going to come out better than a blaster for a break spot or two based on the price. I don't even know what they're going for right now. Hey, John. 30, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. If you can still find them, that's a good thing. Marlins off the table. See if we have any offers here. So 10% off the last 7 teams to close out. That's even more wild. The fact that megas are out there as well. I mean, last year you couldn't find them last year. You couldn't find any of that stuff last year. Oh, here. I'll show you guys the other part of this. So I did meet one group of people at WrestleCon after our last stream because I had some time. I went down the aisle where we were, and I ended up meeting Demolition, and I got them to sign I got them I got a picture and an 8x10 with them with the brand new Hall of Fame 2026 inscriptions of Axe and Smash. So that, along with Taker and Kane, were my splurges at WrestleMania this year. I got a couple of the Roots of Fight shirts, the new WWE Roots of Fight shirts too, because I like Roots of Fight as a whole. I'm wearing a Bret Hart Roots of Fight shirt right now, actually. So I picked up a WrestleMania Roots of Fight shirt and then an Undertaker Roots of Fight shirt, and that's really about it. I didn't really do anything else. 1989. Yeah, 1989. The 89 Rumble at the Summit in Houston when they were 1 and 2. Gonna be a long night. Uh-huh. Yes, they did, Rob. And lots of double doubles. I did 3 more on Sunday, Trojan. My standing order, 3 double doubles. So after I went to World, I got on the whatchamacallit, the SkyTram or whatever it is, and walked up to In-N-Out Burger. Oh Lord. Walked up to In-N-Out Burger and got 3 double doubles, no tomato with onion, and ate all 3 of them. No regrets. None. No regrets whatsoever. I miss me some In-N-Out Burger. Didn't have it in Phoenix. I didn't have it in Phoenix. Yeah, it's good to see them back on TV finally. And congratulations to Montez Ford and Bianca Belair, with Bianca announcing. Oh, Paul, don't say that. I'm gonna need you to ship me like overnight. I'm gonna need you to overnight me 3 double doubles, no tomato with onion, please. Like I said it to Trojan. That's one of like when I'm on the road, that's like for as much as I've traveled to around the country, I go for the stuff that I can't get back home. So just buy your stack shipping, please. if I became a multimillionaire, if I became a multimillionaire, I would try to figure out what it would take to get an In-N-Out burger here where I live. 4x4 animal. That's the other thing I learned. I've had In-N-Out burger now for well over a decade. And I didn't realize that you could like, because Trojan likes 4x4 animal style. And I asked him, I was like, can you really go more than like a 4x4? And he's like, yeah, you can go 5x5, 6x6, 7x7. And you just see my eyes just go like, what? He's like, yeah, they charge you for each patty and all that. But I'm like, so if you wanted like a 10x10 with like no bun, you could get a 10x10 with no bun. He's like, yeah, you could. And I was just like, oh man. I'm not that stupid. I wouldn't do 100 by 100. They had to stack the boxes. I bet they did. Yikes. Hey, Corey. Yeah, no, I would not. I'm not that stupid. I wouldn't jump into, yeah, it was a frat and they screwed it for the rest of us. No, but I may one day decide to try a 5x5 just for giggles or a 4x4. I just didn't know I didn't know that you could start going into higher numbers like that. I was just like, man, I was more impressed than anything else. And then just started trying to realize the logistics of that many patties. Like trying to realize the logistics of that many patties, like I'm like, how does this work? Oh, I know the secret menu. I've seen the secret menu. But it just didn't, for some reason, it just didn't click up here. I was just more impressed than anything else. Okay, so we got 6 left in WWE, 7 left on the Bowman PYT, 10% off the last 7 spots. And then 18 left in the Stack Breaker. Everybody needs their shipping this week. Everybody needs their shipping this week. We have a big shipping weekend this weekend. All right, we're down to 4 with Corey grabbing a spot. Yeah, we got more Chrome coming, guys. We've got more. We've got royalty. We're going to have wrestling for a while, but I got a feeling after royalty, we're going to go a while without a new product. But hopefully start getting into the habit of where we're not going to run big lengths of time without. Okay, never mind. Cosmic Chrome WWE 2026 pre-order on the 27th. So Monday. Dude, these look great. All right, hold on. I'm going to show you guys this. Cosmic WWE. Ooh, peanut butter cookies. Thank you, Mrs. Zebra. I love you. So there's the Rhea. And then a light years insert, Randy Orton. There's the Tiffany Stratton auto to 5. And there's the Joe Hendry rookie card to 99. Yeah, Cosmic. We'll probably end up mixing Cosmic with Chrome, I got a feeling. is what's going to happen. Dude, that looks so good. You inject Cosmic into my veins all day, every day. Yeah. We full. All right. Notify. Speaking of. All right. So 26167. I'm gonna post WWE for Friday. It may not go Friday or may not. I'm gonna do another pick your wrestler, like an individual pick your wrestler. We're gonna do 3 hobby and a full case of Delight. Since Delight's been that good this year. We're going to do 3. It'll be 3 hobby and a full case of Delight. That way everybody gets that Delight goodness. Do full pick your wrestler. One. But I think we can fill it. All right. 25. Give me a sec here. Let me grab a spot list. Copy. I like the fact that we're doing more wrestling on the regular right now. Right. Let me pop up a new tab. It's nice to have everything work like it should. I had to do some tweaking to the mobile setup. Got to do some tweaking to the mobile setup, but it worked for the purposes. I know where I need to get better at it. All right. Let's bring you guys over. We'll take you guys back. Here we go. 7 times. Let's hit our spots. Seven times the other way. Old. All right, take a look at this. Make sure you guys can see it on mobile. And you can. Perfect. So Casada with the Alexa and Bailey spot. Trojan, Becky Lynch, Patrick, Bianca, Trojan, Chelsea, Colton, Punk, Corey Odlin, Cody, Andrew Moore, Damian Priest, Wayne, Dom, Mike Jones, Drew McIntyre, Colton Neo, Paul, Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso, Yeet, Paul Cena, Kevin, LA, Knight, Casada, Liv, Mike Lawsworth, Lyra, Jason Gilliam, Penta, Bill Greg, Randy Orton, Wayne, Rhea, Rob, Roman, Trojan, Roxanne, Quesada Rollins, Pinkston Rock, Michael Rotolo, Tiffany Stratton. He should be here. Tag him out here and see what he's up to. And then offers are still open on those last 7 teams to close out Bowman Draft Bowman and then the Stack Breaker. And that's it for tonight. Short, sweet, simple. Good to be back home. Good to be back in the studio. Snack of the night tonight is giant peanut butter cookies, courtesy of Mrs. Zebra. They're very good. I'll never understand. Panini needs to just man up, threaten to sue him again, and get that stuff done. No. They need to just say, we're going to take you back to court. Can't sit there and think that it's okay that they're going to do that to you. All right. Ooh. The deep cut there, Rob. Tomas. Yeah, that black box was nice. All right, last call, guys. Going once. Going twice. Trade window closed. Here we go. '28's what? Detroit? Good old Detroit. All right. So this is Hobby and the Fractor. Hobby and the Fractor. 26167. And logo. Okay. Good to be home. Good to be back where things make sense. Just no In-N-Out burger. In-N-Out burger on the West Coast. Wawa on the East Coast. We're going coast to coast here. All right. I have no idea what that is, Mike. Runza? Yeah, swipe to the, I think it's what, swipe right, guys, right? Swipe right when you're on the app. Yep, swipe right. You're welcome. You're welcome, Paul. Kaiser, Trish, Finn, Tatum Paxley, Candace. All right, Diamond Legacy Rock. Deeply offended. Jake Cargill, Scope, Berto, negative. Quake, Bailey, Kurt, Sugar's rookie, Becky, Victoria, Dawkins, Truth, Cody, Luger, Liv. There's 20 in buyback. Stacy Keebler, Alexa. Well, that's a nice way to kick off this one. The Ruler, Obafemi, Steel Cage to 37, 14 of 37. That's a good start. The Ruler had a great night at WrestleMania. And then his promo last night was exactly what it needed to be. Sol Ruka Women's Division, Fallon Henley Prism. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Ooh. Bum, bum. Of Meadow Bafemi. He's a big dude. TV does not do him justice. He is a big dude. Naya, Malik Blade, Jade, Apollo Cruz, Theory, Xavier Woods. Yeah, he's massive. Punk Scope, Ariana Grace Refractor, Shelly, Gable, Tazawa, Tyler Bate, Adrian. Hey, yo! Blake Monroe, Future Stars, Auto. That'll do. Oh, let's see. $26. The Bailey spot. Casada. That's a hot one, Casada. This is her first auto under the WWE license. Prior to this, she only had autos in AEW, and they did good money. It's a good hit. It's a very good hit. Austin Viral Shock. Truth negative. John Rizzo, Orton, Tavion, Trick, JC Jane, Berto to 399, 309 to 399, Lyra Women's Division, Trick Prism. All right, second half. Tank Ledger, Yeet, Devon, Tori, Julius Creed, Truth, Stephanie Vaquero Women's Division, Dom Prism, Braun, Cyrus Griffin, Rookie, Brock, Ariana Grace, Austin, Doc, Jimmy Uso, Scope, Austin Refractor, Bronson Reed, X-Pac, Brinley Reese, Maxine Dupree. We got a garbage pail kid to 10 of Becky Lynch. 5 of 10 GPK. Dude, what a hobby box. Disarm her, Becky. To 10. GPK. $1 million. Big Jim to 199, 142 199. Naomi and Ariana Grace negative. All right, so here's the deal. I want to do another one of these because I think we got the hot hand tonight. If we close out baseball on stage, 10% off, I'll post another one of this exact same format. We'll do this again. We'll take my one last Logo Fractor box. And you missed Blake Monroe Future Stars auto, Jay, and a Becky Lynch Garbage Pail Kids to 10. So far. I'm going to run it back. Offers are open. Offer up on those last 7 teams in draft and Bowman. And then we will, I got one more box of Logo Fractor for now until I get the other 2 cases in, and we'll, I'll repost it. We'll run it back tonight. I got some motivation in me now here. Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 cases coming, Jay. Naomi, Kofi, Lyra, Wesley, Diamond Legacy Rock, Doc Refractor, Sol Ruka, Eric, Rock, Stephanie Vaquer, Zelina, Laney Reed from NXT Auto. Gargano Scope, Javon Evans Prism, Lash, Rhea, Tommaso, Jada, Ricky Saints, Nikki Cross to 275, 43 at 275, Jade Cargill Women's Division to 99, 44 and 99, General Pulsar. Let's go. Offers are open. Laney Reed is for the Tiffany Stratton spot. Michael Rotolo. All right. Here we go. The logo. We got the Fractor. Now, for those of you who weren't watching over the weekend, they did it differently this year than other Logo Fractors that we're used to. The Logo Fractors are spread out through the packs. Yeah, instead of it being like 4 base. All right, we got a little bit of something here. What's up front? Javon Evans, Shield, Bailey, Eras of Excellence, Gold Logo Fractor to 50, 19 of 50. Casada, have yourself a break, Casada. Jacob Fatu, Logo Fractor, Bronco Nima, Cutler James rookie, Cruz Del Toro, Wendy Chu Logo Fractor, Punk, Apollo Cruz green Logo Fractor to 99, 3 of 99. I like it. Ooh. We got, is that red or pink? That is Becky Lynch to 5 Logo Fractor. 4 of 5. Trojan. Gee, have yourself a night, bud. Okay. Followed by a JBL to 25 Logo Fractor Auto. 3 of 25. Okay. Paying the mortgage this month. Yeah. We got something here. Kyrie Sane, Kit Wilson Logo Fractor, Kiana, Solo logo fractor, Zarya. Tiffany Stratton, gold logo fractor to 50, 13 of 50. Michael Rotolo. Yeah, let's close the PYT and then I'll repost this. I want to run this back tonight. All right, looks like got one more parallel here. AJ, Ray, Big Jim, Thea Hale logo fractor, Drew, Mark Henry, Mick, Ivan Isle logo fractor, Stacks, Bianca Belair logo fractor to 99, 29 to 99 for Patrick. To round out the break. Well, that was good. I think no yeet. No, I think we yeet. We yeet. Nikki Cross to 275. Jade Women's Division to 99. Big Jim to 199. Birdo to 399. The Ruler, Obafemi to 37. Bianca to 99 logo fractor. Tiffany Stratton to 50 gold logo fractor. Paula Cruz to 99 logo fractor. Bailey Eras of Excellence gold logo fractor to 50. The Man to 5 logo fractor. The Man GPK black to 10. Laney Reed auto. Blake Monroe Future Stars auto. JBL logo fractor auto to 25. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take that. And there's 10% off on Seattle. And I will repost this once we clear up these last 6 spots. No, there'll be no limit. As long as we fill it tonight so we can rip it tonight. That's all that matters to me. And we'll do that last box. Well, bam. Well, bam. All right, what we got here? What teams are left here? Let's take a look. Houston. You know what? $5 off all the teams except Tampa. 10% off on Tampa. Because that would be $6.50 off. So $5 off all of them except for Tampa. And then I'll throw up another logo fractor. We'll run that back tonight. And I call that a good night. Call that a good start. That's what that is. Yeah, buddy. I will take that. All day long and twice on Sunday. Sure, my brother didn't call. Okay. Yeah, I got to keep a lookout if my I may have to mute the mic if my brother or my mother call. Just heads up. Just so everybody's aware. All right, we are down to 6. $5 off all the teams except for Tampa. Go to offers here. 10% off on Tampa. To close that out for Bowman. 25 draft. My last box of 25 draft too. My last hobby of that. Very nice. It's like we got a new debut next week on NXT. What's up, Rizzo? All right. And then I'm going to open up the stack breaker. For anybody that has a spot that wants another, you can offer $5 off on those spots too. But once we clear through the last 6 here of draft and hobby, I'll post the other wrestling one and we can smoke that out tonight. Boom, boom, boom. Overwalking. How was everybody's weekend? Once again, thank you for everybody that joined me across the board this weekend. Had a lot of fun out in the desert. It could be said that our streams were better than WrestleMania 9. Just saying. Just saying. Could have been better. I mean, we could have made them better. We could have had an in and out challenge or something like that. You know, who can eat the most double doubles in one sitting? They were better than night one. I think there's a lot of things better than night one, Michael. I think there are a lot of things that were better than night one. I don't know, if we're being totally honest with each other. I don't know if it sets the table for night two. I would like to have seen some of those matches split over into night one. Let's kind of mix it up a little bit here, you know? All right, there we go. There's another team off the board. Joe taking the Phillies. I would hope that they wouldn't, if you're running a 2-night pay-per-view, you don't tank one night for the other. I would really hope that you don't do that. But I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, tinfoil hat. What do you think, Jay? I mean, what's the logic for that? If you're making it intentional, what's the logic for it? I guess is the thing I would ask. In the words of the Backstreet Boys, tell me why E. Yeah, but I mean, you are you tanking a 3-hour pay-per-view? You're tanking a 3-hour show? Okay, fair enough. I don't know about that either. Yeah. That wouldn't necessarily surprise me. Rob's got one. Rob's got the Angels to get us to 4. Which, if that's the case, I don't understand that. Why? Why don't you want to give that to somebody? Like, you can make 2 guys out of that. You already made Obafemi last night at WrestleMania. Why don't you want to make him and add to that? Because the thing is, this is Gunther's going to be here for a long time. Oh, we really went there, didn't we? I think I may have saw a picture of it. I didn't actually go see the Hogan exhibit. I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't, because they had a photo area, a photo op inside of it that had part of the old Big Blue steel cage up. And as an 80s guy, I should have done that. I'm a bad 80s fan, bad 80s wrestling fan. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is we didn't have time to. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, kind of was, I was working. I was working for all of us. Oh, I know. The restraining orders aren't sarcasm, though. Mm. All right. Let's see here. So Tampa, Houston, Arizona, Mets, and Tampa. So $5 off each. So 30 for Houston, 20 for Arizona, 25 for the Mets, and then 10% off of Tampa. So you know what? I'll do this. $10 off of Tampa. So 30 for Houston, 20 for Arizona, 25 for the Mets, and 55 for Tampa. Yeah, Heaven, I'll say it again, and I'll say it publicly. A big thank you to Tommaso Ciampa and to D'Lo for taking time out of their weekend to come over and to rip with us. So I will say this between you and between us. I can say this now. D'Lo was itching to rip all weekend. I saw him on Friday in the morning, and we were talking. And then I saw him. No, I didn't see him Friday morning. I saw him Friday night at Maple Leaf, because he's an agent at Maple Leaf. So we were talking at Maple Leaf because we had pulled the Brock Bowers auto on Friday. And so we were talking about that Friday night. And then Saturday afternoon I saw him, and he was itching to rip. So it was we could not get him over fast enough to start ripping. So he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he'll send me text messages a couple times a week, and he'll start comp. He'll ask me to help comp out stuff. No, I got a picture of it. I got to tell him that. So he is currently en route to wherever Dynamite is for tomorrow night because he is challenging Darby Allin for the AEW championship tomorrow night on Dynamite. So I will shoot that to him probably Thursday. I'll let him know. All right, we're down to 3. Houston, D-backs, and Tampa. You can take $10 off of the Tampa spot. Everybody wants to go Caminera hunting out of the Tampa Bay spot. But no, that was very, very good. So those are the right guys. Those were the right pick of guys to have. I think we'll definitely have to try have them back, obviously, if they want to come back. If they want to come back, but definitely see who else we can try to get for to come in and rip with us on the road. So yeah, that was good. It was good. I really can't there's not anything more that I honestly can say. So it was just flat out good. I think my only wish is, we probably, if we had more Chrome football, we could have filled and ripped more football. I think that's the only thing. Yeah, one of these days. I think one of these days maybe try to get him in on the stream. I still think that there's an argument for having people in, virtually, but I think it's more. I think it enhances the experience. We can have them here live. All right. Sorry. Oof. All right. Okay, we're down to 3. All right. Let's do $10 off all these last 3. So $10 off Houston, $10 off D-backs, $10 off Tampa. And then I will repost wrestling once we clear through these 3, because that'll give us wrestling in the stack breaker. We'll add one more for tonight. And we'll do that. We'll run that back. So $10 off the last 3 via offers. And we will shabadoo. And we will rip. See what else is going on in the news today. Obviously, a lot of moving things going on with being post WrestleMania. Excuse me. A lot of talk about the hotel and stuff like that in Vegas. What's up, Daniel? The Manimals. Batistas. see here. Offers are on. Correct. Yes, they are. On 166. Yep. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Right. Daniel, welcome. First time. Huh. Interesting, Paul. Okay. Yeah, they're on because I've taken offers on this already. Guys, make sure you shake your phone and when you can and report that. Report that bug. All right, so here's what I'll do is I'll drop them manually. Click the title of the item and not the pick item button. Maybe that's a feature change. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've had more people said they can't do offers. Offer on iPhone, but not on desktop? What is okay? Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, $10 off the last two. That's interesting. Because I got the send offer button here when I look at it. Yeah, still, guys, shake your phone and send in a bug report and put this in there so they can start working on it. Okay. I'll manually change the prices here for these two. Hold on. All right, I changed the prices on them and took the $10 off each one of them. So those should show now. Yep, there it is. I got you, Bill. There we go. All right. I'm going to put the stack breaker on stage for a minute. Let me get WWE reposted. All right. And then I will pull up 166. All right. So there's the WWE again. No limit on spots. Just got to fill it. See here. Wow. One spot. Last spot magic on that. That was fast. Oh, no, wait a minute. There's 2 spots left. Someone had it in the cart and it didn't go through or whatever. You got 2 left. All right. There's Stack Breaker. All right. YouTube spots are updated for this. Let's go. So this, and then back to WWE, and then the Stack Breaker to close it out. That way I can have a big shipping weekend this weekend. I can have a big shipping party and ship out some stacks. Because we've got a lot of good stuff that needs to get into everybody's hands. All right. And then if you want a second spot in the Stack Breaker, offer $5 off. Okay. Here we go. With Colas 100. Marion Boyd first paper to $3.99. 2 at $3.99 Phillies. That's going to be for McGee. Jesus Garcia. Henry Davis. Michael Arroyo first. Garrett Mitchell, Rookie of the Year favorites. Refractor. DeLeon first. DeLauder. Lawler prospects. Desan, Jonathan Mejia, Cassis. Emmanuel Rodriguez 100. Wilbur, Simon Juan, Lunar. Alex Ramirez, auto, Mets, James Rapoli. It's getting to be about that time where you just start brushing up on who the chases are this year. Axel Sanchez and Almonte firsts. Because Bowman comes out in about 3 weeks. Bowman. He hasn't been around in a while. We need him to come back just so we can yell, so we can have him yell Bowman. Just for no reason other than just to yell Bowman. Jordan Lawler sights on September. Roman Anthony first. Ben Scum first. Austin Charles first. Shohei, anything Shohei is pretty much getting top loaded nowadays. Ricardo Perez, Jose Peroza. Zagveen, top 100. Montez first. Julien. Simon Juan prospects. Blaze Jordan. Brian Acuna. Auto Cassis, Rookie of the Year favorite. De Los Santos, Vincent Perozzo. Spencer Jones first, Alex Ramirez. Yeah, it did. Jay, did you get in it? Or did you miss out? I'm gonna post a full. I'm posting a full pick your wrestler. I'm posting a full pick your wrestler later tonight. Probably right after the stream. It's gonna be 3 hobby boxes and a full case of Delight. No, I won't have logo until probably mid to late next week. So, Nolan Gorman, Rookie of the Year favorites. Chase Bowen first. Daniel Gilarte, first lava to 399. 65 at 399. Milwaukee, Steve Rizzo. No, I don't know what I'm going to do with logo, to be honest with you. I kind of want to hold it and maybe even mix it a little bit with royalty. Harris. Bowman Spotlight, Tristan Cassis, Boston, Sean Duffy. There you go, Sean. Definitely not saving it for SummerSlam. Ryan Clifford, Solano firsts. Jet Williams, top 100. O'Ray, Brito. Ellie Prospects. No, that's National Week, Jay. Romero, Zach Galoff, Adley, Carroll. Yeah, it's literally through National Weekend. Roderick Arias, top 100. Almost. Kennedy Corona, first lunar, Houston. Bill Grake. Yeah, we're gonna be in Ronnie Simon and Dominguez. We're gonna be in Chicago all week. Because if I was gonna do it, if I was even thinking of doing a live stream option again, it would have to be like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which means I'd basically have to bail out on the National pretty much altogether in order to go to SummerSlam. I just need them to stop booking SummerSlam. Yeah, the drive I could care less about because then it's 8 hours from Minneapolis back here to St. Louis. I could care less about the drive. That I can care less about. It's more they need to stop booking it on National Weekend is what they need to do. Stop interfering big pay-per-views with my sports cards. Daniel Spino, top 100. Luis Angel. Jay Savina, first atomic for Milwaukee for Rizzo. Like, I like it when my cards and my wrestling together under limited circumstances, and putting a pay-per-view on SummerSlam weekend is not one of them. This is the second year in a row they've done that. Nito, Gabriel Martinez. Ellie sights on September. Tavares, Chorio. Holiday prospect. Ruben Santana first. Jace Young. Robert Hassel sights on September. Gilarte first. De La Cruz first. William Lugo first. And Josue DePaula first. I'll top load that one. So yeah, that doesn't bug me that the drive. I need them to book it like the weekend before SummerSlam. If you can give me SummerSlam and then like 3 days off and then the National, like I'm okay with that. Oh, dude, I don't even. That would be a weekend in which it'd be like 4 days of zero sleep. I guarantee you we'll run across that in the next decade. Within the next 10 years, we'll get the new Bears Stadium with a roof, and they'll do SummerSlam in Chicago again, and they'll do it at that stadium. I'm almost willing to. I'd bet the farm on that. I think TKO would do that in a heartbeat. But just as it is now, just as it currently stands right now, it's better. It is more beneficial for me to stay in Chicago and go to the National. Hey, Ivan, go to the National than it is to go to SummerSlam. Maybe there will be a day where that will be different, but who knows? Take it one pay-per-view weekend at a time. That's a good start. JoJo Parker to 99. 95 and 99. Green first for Mark Dewar for Toronto, followed by a Sean Gamble first base auto. Kansas City. Casada. Back-to-back Jack. Devin Taylor, Bradfield, Carmichael, Walker, Witherspoon, Jared Thomas, Brandon Compton, Pena, White, JB Middleton, first refractor. Spuds McKenzie, Kuroda Grauer, Russell, Tibbs, Rock, Cody Bowker, DeVries. In action, Made for Milwaukee, Kepley first refractor, Janik. What's up, Garrett? Boom, 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 boom. Good evening to you too. How are you? Boom, boom. Ooh, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oof. Teeth and baby. I'm sorry. Fighting on everything. Mitch Voigt, Tommy Troy, Forbes, Turley, Monroe, Theo Gillen, Livingston, Eli Willits, fight on everything. Braden, JD Thompson, first refractor, Milwaukee. Is that how he got the last restraining order, Mike? Nayans, Caleb Wing, JoJo, Aiden West, Lorenzo, Moss, Briseno, JoJo Parker, Axis, Hedges, first refractor, Dunno refractor, teething baby. These steroids are making me tired. Benj. We have here Billy Carlson in action. Gold to 50. 6 of 50. White Sox. Rizzo. Dean Moss first to 150. 27 to 150. Tampa. Thomas White. Teal Reptilian to 125. 86 to 125. Okay. That's the first parallel that in action I've ever seen. I kind of like it. I like that. Yeah. That's a wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Frey, Escobar, Elger, Celestin, Richie, Sean Gamble, LaCourse, Eli Willits, prize prospect, Gurevich, Maury refractor. Oh, very nice. Jake Cook, Pena, Cody Miller, Aiden Miller, Grant Richardson, Davalon, White, Shitara Mori, price prospect, Schubert, first refractor, Slade Caldwell refractor. Take all that, take that all day and thrice on Tuesday. I like that, Mike. Yeah, it was the die cut on the Carlson. That it was. Thrice on Tuesday. I like that. Thrice on Tuesday. Carlson's very good. Yeah, I've heard good things about him in the spring. He had a good spring, so I heard. Right. Nolan Sailor's first auto. Kansas City again. Quesada 2 for 2 on the box here. I mean, the third pack's gonna have Cag's auto or something in it. Weidman, Valdez, Nick Becker, Hagen Smith, Tanner Franklin, Salcian draft, Mayfield refractor, Brady Ebel first refractor. Kansas City. Billy Carlson first paper to 499, 25 of 499. Socks. Steve Rizzo. Okay, Riz. You're having a pretty decent time here, too. Walton, Clark, Mason Morris, Tate, Blake Mitchell, Hugus, Bryce, Made Axis, Melendez first refractor, Adonis Guzman first refractor. Fire. Now I've got Obafemi's theme song stuck in my head. Aaron Walton, X Fractor first. Cleveland, Bill Grake. Colleen first. Episcope, Salcian, Dickerson, Eli Willits first. Lays, Wood. Zaire Hope, Axis. Lombard refractor. Riley Quick first refractor. Casey Cunningham, Hartshorn, Steel Hall first. Gray, Landon Hodge, Rainiel, Flores, Connor Griffin, prize prospects, Malcolm Moore, Jamie Arnold first refractor. It's a catchy tune. Especially, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, crowd participation. Whenever you can put crowd participation in anything, you only hear the voices in your head. They counsel you. They understand and talk to you. Your moves and your religion's all designed to keep you safe. Voices in my head. Ooh. Seth Hernandez, first to 75. 37 to 75. Pittsburgh, Quesada. Dude, what a box. Carlson, Seth, JoJo. Like, the parallels here have just been straight up. Ryan Mitchell, Bonham, Murph, Quintero, Farmelo, McConaughey, Namala, Seaman Jr. first, Sky Blue, Washington, Sada. Lodice first refractor, Christian Fouch first refractor. All right. Slade Caldwell to 150, 93 of 150 paper. Jack Gurevich, first base auto, St. Louis. Rizzo. Cohen, Bench, Curley, Spencer Jones, Quentin Young, Wiggins, Shores, Namala Axis, Sirota Refractor, Liam Doyle first refractor to round out the box. That being the last thing in the box. The MBBR thing is heisting this box. We straight Robin. We Robin Hood. All right. Here we go. This was not bad. Caldwell to 150. Walton X Fractor. Carlson first to 499. Moss first to 150. Thomas White to 125. Seth Hernandez to 75. JoJo Parker to 99. Billy Carlson in action to 50. Avina first atomic. Kennedy Corona Lunar. Spotlight Tristan Cassis rookie. Gilarte to 399 first lava. Gurevich first auto. Nolan Sailors first auto. Sean Gamble first auto. Alex Ramirez first auto. And then Marion Boyd first paper to 399 to round out that smattering. And that was a very good smattering. I will say that. All right. Let's go back to wrestling. 171. Guys, grab. We got 18. Sorry about that. 18 left in the stack breaker. We got to fill that tonight so that we can ship. So that way everybody gets the shipping this week. And that's it for tonight. That's the last thing up. Okay. Full spots, Trojan Kraus. 171. Reeve. Two. Three. Two. All right. That's rough. That is rough. All right. Let's do some randomizing. Six times. Let's do our spots. Dun, 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 dun. Nine times. All right, here we go. Wayne with the Alexa spot. Joe Bailey, Trojan, Becky, Rapoli, Bianca, Corey Odlin, Chelsea, Joe Punk, Wayne Cody, Michael Allsworth, Damian and Dom, Paul Simmons, Drew, Andrew Moore, Io Sky, Joe, Jacob Batu, Rob, Jay Uso, McGee, Cena, Michael Allsworth, LA Knight, Casada, Liv, Joe McGee, Lyra, Corey Odlin, Penta, Trojan, Orton, Wayne, Rhea, Roman, John, Key, Roxanne, Michael Allsworth, Seth, Trojan, Rock, Andrew Moore, Tiffany Stratton. What's up, C-Dub? Chris, how you doing? Bye back. Bye back. Hold on, Rob. Let me go back. Yeah, who did I give the extra to then? Corey. Hold on. Let me see. Who did I give? Who got 3? One for Casada. One for Polly. There it is. All right, I got to redo the names, guys. Hold on. I found it. Yep, 2. One for Paul. One for John. 1, 4, 5. Yep. Found it. Found where I made my mistake. Thank you. All right, hold on. Redo this. Copy over here. There we go. All right. 7. I see what it did. I gave Wayne an extra spot. It should have been for Rob. All right. Try this now. So Joe, Alexa, Wayne, Bailey, Andrew Moore, Becky, Joe, Bianca, Trojan, Chelsea, Junkie Punk, Casada, Cody, Michael Allsworth, Dame Dom, Cody, Drew, Trojan EO, Wayne, Jacob Fatu, Andrew Moore, Jay Uso, Rob Stricker, Cena, LA Knight, Paul Simmons, Michael Allsworth, Liv, McGee, Lyra, Rapoli, Penta, Trojan, Randy, Joe McGee, Rhea, Rob Roman, Michael Allsworth, Roxanne, Corey, Seth, Wayne Rock, and Joe McGee, Tiffany Stratton. All right. Mm. Just quick. All right. Any offers? Going once, going twice. Trade window closed. All right. Excuse me. All right, let's see what we can do here. And, run it back. It's just Mayos. Day one is just Mayos. All right. 13 left in the stack breaker. If we don't fill that for tonight, we'll put that to Friday. And then if it fills, it would fill for Friday. Then we'd get stacks out this weekend on time. Let's see. Angel Heyman. Ilya to 75. 66 of 75. SmackDown. BFAB Women's Division. Eric negative. Ilya, Otis, Igwe, Joaquin Wild, Jordan, Fallon Henley, Drew Scope, Lyra, Refractor, Chelsea, Pink Walker, Lola, Dom, Javon, Carmen Petrovic, Base Auto, NXT, Orton Scope, Jaquan Sugars, Prism. Brooks Jensen, lead up. Devon, Braun Breaker, Cyrus Griffin, rookie, Rock to 150. 3 of 150, Wayne. AJ Lee, Viral Shock, Quan Sugar's Prism, Pulsar rookie, Bubba, Carmelo, Thea, Rusev, Brock, Bronson Reed, Lola Vice Women's Division, Naomi negative, Kit, who is toxic, Wendy Chu, Rikishi, Piper Niven, Miz, Naomi, Austin 316 insert, and Brinley Reese Refractor. What's up, Casey? Nina Frazier, Big Jim, Naomi, Sol Ruka, Eric, Drew McIntyre to 250, 175 of 250. Rock Scope, Carly Bright, Prism, Mick, Hogan, Natty, Roman. There's 20 and buyback for Kurt King Ram. Birdo, Rock, Hogan Viral Shock, Candice LeRae, Prism, Uncle Howdy, Lexus King, Cena, Lash Legend, Rhea. Oop, nothing behind Rhea, nope. Ivy Nile Women's Division Refractor, Kofi Refractor. Okay. Last stack here on the hobby. Deion Lennox, Laney Reed rookie, Soul, Eric, Black to 10, Tyreek Igwe from NXT, Black to 10, 5 of 10. That'll do. Jacob Fatu to 399, 356 to 399. You know what I mean? So the Tyreek Igwe is going to the CM Punk spot. John Key. There you go, John. Zarya Women's Division Refractor, Paxley Prism, JC Mateo, Tomatonga, Sammy, Roman again, Birdo, Rusev, Ciampa, Maxine Dupree Refractor, Cruz del Toro, Rollins, Bronson Reed, Piper Niven, Miz, Zarya, Refractor Auto. Dude, the auto's been good tonight. Let's go into the Bailey spot. Wayne. Carmen Petrick, Women's Division, Sol Ruka, negative. What's up, great treasures? All right. Logo Fractal. Okay. Green. And then we got to insert up front here. Loomis. Dragon Lee Focus Reel. Black logo fractor to 10. 1 of 10. This one, the number 10 parallel likes us. So Dragon Lee. Is in the Penta spot. So it's James Rapoli. Deion Lennox Refractor, Jacob Fatu logo. Alba, Nikki, Rikishi logo. Damian Priest, Raquel, Tyson DuPont, Billy Gunn, Kyrie Sane logo, Montez, Idris Enoff, green logo fractor to 99. 88 to 99, hey, Paul. Okay, I think I see some orange here already. Orange and green. Idris Enoff. Wendy Chu logo. Zoe, Briggs, Sean, Tongaloa, Solo logo, Kit logo, Julia, Oba, Ivy Nile logo, and Dexter Loomis. Nice. Daringanadal. Gunter. Green logo fractor to 99. 92 and 99. And then this is going to be Tyreek Igwe to 25. 22 of 25. Orange logo fractor. To round out the box, round out the break, leaving us with 13 for the stack breaker. Jacob Fatu to 399, Drew to 250, Rock to 150, Ilya to 75, Tyreek Igwe to 10, Idris Enoff to 99, Gunter to 99, Tyreek Igwe to 25, Focus Real Dragon Lee to 10, Carmen Petrovic auto, Zarya refractor auto. Round out the second half. And until we get more logo fractor late next week, then we'll dive headfirst in. Right. So that leaves us with 13 left in the stack breaker. So we can have that wrapped up. Close this up here. This over here. So I have Obafemi's song stuck in my head. All right. Let's see what's going on in the world here. Yes. Wemby's in concussion protocol. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Durant cleared to play game 2 versus LA. Wemby out after a hard fall. That's not good. That is not good. I still think Oklahoma City's the team to beat. Excuse me. I still think Oklahoma City is still the team to beat here. All right. So 13 left. At 13 here. Let's give it a few minutes here. And if it doesn't, then we can always do the stack breaker on Friday. Reds are on a roll right now, too. I can't believe that. I think the Reds are like 7 games above 500. It's like, what? Yeah, they swept over the weekend and they won in Tampa last night. They're winning in Tampa tonight. Like, They are on a roll. Right. Ooh, that looked rough. Saw a video of Wemby taking the fall. Yeah, that looked low. That looked rough. Not gonna lie. That looked rough. Not gonna lie on that. Okay. Fair enough. What's everyone watching tonight? Anybody? All right, guys, I'm just going to call it for tonight. We'll do the stack breaker on Friday. Basketball Friday. Guys, before I post any more basketball, Ben's up tomorrow, most likely tomorrow night, given his situation instead of daytime. So definitely if you're wanting more basketball, let's fill his first because it will affect me and what I'm able to do over the next couple of weeks, should that not fill. And then I'll post more probably tomorrow night, and then we'll do it for Friday. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's good to be back. Be a little more healthier, hopefully, on Friday. Kick out of this, but we'll do it all over again. Thank you guys for all the support over the week in Vegas. So much fun. I'm going to dig in and sort for a little while here tonight before I go to bed. So round and third, and heading for home. Enjoy the rest of the night Tuesday. Thank you guys. Appreciate all of you. We'll see you guys on Friday. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See ya.